Welcome to episode 3 of Cut to the Banter podcast. We just watched Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire. I mean, a banger movie. So
I
good,
agree.
bro.
It's so good.
So good.
I forgot how much I loved this movie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be for real. Nostalgia played a little bit into it, but I think that's a good thing because it was so much fun rewatching this movie and watching it with the lens of oh wow, there's actually some really deep stuff in this movie. And maybe some controversial takes.
But this episode is about to go crazy. I watched the trilogy a few months ago. It was probably more like 6 or 7 months ago now. But I love this trilogy.
Yeah,
it's so good. It's so good.
Okay, we are gonna start with ranking it.
Okay.
We're gonna compare it to the rest of the Spider-Man movies, and what I'm expecting is that throughout this we're gonna amend some of our rankings because we're gonna be going through these different Spider-Man movies and seeing how things have changed for us, and and it's gonna be a whole lot of fun discussing some of this stuff.
Spider-Man is where it gets controversial, bro.
It really is. It really does. Okay, ranking out of 10.
Out of 10, Spider-Man 1. Oh my goodness, that's hard.
I think my answer is going to be an 8 out of 10.
I think I have to agree. I was like 8 or 8.5.
Yeah,
I was trying to.
Close.
I think it's an 8.
I think this movie, as we move through the rest of the Spider-Man movies, will probably get to that 8.5 range.
Yeah.
But I don't suspect it to jump up more than that. Just because we have bangers like Spider-Man 2, bangers like Into and Across the Spider-Verse, and different stuff like that. So I'm open for it to go up a little bit, but I think 8 is where I'm going to stick for now.
There's so many good memes in this movie, bro. I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yes.
And then, oh my gosh, absolute bar. Who are you? You know who I am. Like, what?
Bro, that was so funny. He had that one, in his game, waiting for someone to ask him that question, for sure.
Bro. That's so funny. Don't mind us. Just a little technical difficulties over here.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to go through some of the pros. What were some of the things that you loved through this movie?
Number one thing, best Spider-Man villain.
Yes.
Is in Spider-Man 1, 100%.
Oh, you think he's better than Doc Ock?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
I think
I'll have to watch Spider-Man 2 before I make the decision.
Yeah.
But it's between those two, for sure.
I mean, you go through all the villains. Lizard in Amazing Spider-Man is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not blown away by him. I mean, Electro, I think, is the main villain in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a bunch of them. I mean, and that's the reason that movie is weak, is because there's so many villains.
Yeah.
Falcon in MCU Spider-Man, fine. He's funny. He's good.
Yeah. Vulture, you mean?
Or Vulture, not Falcon.
Yeah.
Not Sam Wilson. Yeah, Vulture. Who's in Far From Home Mysterio? I hate Far From Home.
Come on, bro. It's not that bad.
No Way Home, cool, but we'll save that controversial take for another day.
Yeah. Okay. One of my pros also has to do with the Green Goblin. His suit is so perfect.
The set design of especially this first trilogy is so good. I think the best suit is Andrew Garfield's.
Yeah.
But everything else in this first trilogy is so good.
Whenever you the way that you can see his teeth through the mask is so off-putting.
Yeah.
And it's good. You're oh, this guy's weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with him.
Yeah.
He's a freaking weirdo.
Yeah.
And so those little pieces like that where like you can kind of see his teeth, you can kind of see his eyes, and it just adds to the madness that is Green Goblin. And that suit is just perfect. The all green, I think, looks. It's a good way to put it into
so
film.
Yeah.
I don't think the purple would translate very well.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't seen. Well, I think in No Way Home he has the purple robe, right?
Yeah,
Which I think is cool. I mean, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. It's so menacing. Willem Dafoe, crazy actor. Like nobody else in this movie has the acting chops that Willem Dafoe does.
No.
I love Tobey Maguire. Maybe not the best actor sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like he has some good roles. He really does.
Yeah, he really does.
But yeah.
Another one of my pros is the scene with Norman and in the mirror.
Yes.
And seeing like him being revealed as like seeing himself as the Green Goblin and like his two identities kind of clashing together and using the mirror like oh my gosh, his acting in that scene is oh my gosh, it's amazing the way that he's able to just switch on a dime and like walk. And it's just the way the camera's moving, it looks like a separate person.
Yeah, no, it really does. And it really does. The way they like his posture is completely different. Yep. The way he talks is completely different. Just his facial expressions is completely different. Yeah, that's so good.
I don't know how you can act like that, bro. It's crazy.
Willem Dafoe is just like. Have you heard of The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson?
I don't think so.
It's a Robert Eggers movie. He recently did Nosferatu, but like he plays in a crazy like lighthouse keeper. He's insane in that movie. Oh. Willem Dafoe plays a really good insane person.
Yeah, and if you have the acting chops to do that,
for real,
run with it, man. Yeah. Any other pros for you?
I think I was just like the intro sequence. Like I feel like it's so unique.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't have that in Amazing Spider-Man or MCU Spider-Man. What do we call that?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. Like the music is just so good. Like
yes,
I feel like this trilogy has the best music of the three Spider-Man.
Like the best theme? Do you think it has the best theme?
I think it has the best music.
It's just in general. Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, we do get the iconic hero song from this one.
Yeah, I think it's more comic booky than Amazing Spider-Man or
I agree.
or MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like it's way more orchestral and like I just get more of a comic book movie vibe from it.
I get that for sure. One other one is the CGI. CGI is actually really good.
It's crazy. Like I feel like with the first CGI shots of him like running, I think is noticeable. It's like that's not that good.
Yeah.
But then once you get farther into the movie, like him like crawling and like the first shot of him in the like sweater with the spray paint is really good.
It's
like, and I just like what is happening to movies today? Like how can these movies and this movie came out in 2002, CGI is getting worse.
Yeah.
Like what?
I saw this thing recently and it was saying like the reason that CGI is getting worse is because when it first was being developed, there was no way to shortcut it. And now people have found so many ways to shortcut it that you're seeing the dip in quality because, and especially with all the MCU movies we've gotten, every single one of them has looked terrible.
Well, it's just because I wonder how big the Disney's CGI
budget is.
Well, or like department.
Yeah.
Like how many movies they were cranking out in 2021, 2022, 2023. Like just cranking them out and like how much time they even had to work on it.
Yeah.
Like it's not their fault. It's
No, I agree. Now okay, we can get to that one later. One of my cons is the age. Like the age of the people.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire is okay, this is what I've always said. Tobey Maguire is an amazing Spider-Man, not the most amazing Peter Parker. I think Andrew Garfield is an amazing Peter Parker, and not as great of a Spider-Man as Tobey Maguire is.
Really?
Even though, okay, just age-wise, like I feel like Tobey Maguire embodies Spider-Man, Spider-Man better than Andrew Garfield does, but Andrew Garfield just plays an insane Peter Parker. And as I'm saying that, Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I think that category that like explains the problems with the ages in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, you have like Flash Thompson, but literally looks 30.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Although
Like,
I was surprised. Like, I thought that the age of Tobey Maguire was going to kind of put me out of the movie. I think they did a really good job with him specifically. Not looking as old as
he
really
definitely starts to look older
in
as the movies go on, but it's not as big of a deal because he's in college at that point.
Yeah.
I think the number one thing that stood out to me was the teacher in the first episode. Like, bro literally looked like 18 with like glasses on like this.
Yes.
Like,
oh my gosh, that was so funny.
And he was worst acting in the movie, 100%.
Yeah. Yep.
He's like, I don't even remember what he said, but I was just like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that entire sequence was kind of funny to watch. Just like Tobey Maguire kind of acting all awkward.
I honestly feel like I feel like that first sequence is like the worst. Like you can tell the ages are like so weird
and wonky. But then as you get into it, like you do start to like fall in love with these characters, and you're just like, oh, okay, I can get past that, and it's not that big of a deal. But all right. My biggest con of this movie is Mary Jane.
No.
Yes, bro.
No.
Yes.
Right.
I think she's the worst love interest.
I just cannot agree. Like, first of all, Zendaya is the worst.
Zendaya
is by far the worst love interest.
No way.
I know. Like, okay, I think GOAT conversations, Kirsten Dunst and Emma Stone.
No.
That's
there's three love interests.
This is Zendaya is like
No. It's easily Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
I can't say easily, but I put her at 1. I'd put her at 1.
Yeah, she's at 1. And then it goes Kirsten Dunst and Zendaya, and I think Zendaya tops it just a little bit. No. Yes.
Okay, Zendaya has absolutely no personality in the MCU movies.
Yes, she does.
No.
She's an insecure little girl. That's
that's such an amazing personality. I love it. Like, no, bro.
Yes.
No.
You the way you see their interaction and their kind of, them
Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Yeah.
Bro, it literally is a 50-year-old writing dialogue for teenagers.
Oh.
That is what it sounds like, especially in No Way Home. Especially, it's bad in No Way Home.
No, I think it's worse than Far From Home. I think No Way Home.
I've seen Far From Home once. I will never watch it again.
You will watch it again.
Oh, I do have to watch it again. I hate that movie so much. I sound like an MCU hater. I love the MCU. I think the Spider-Man movies suck.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but she's not that great. Bro.
First of all, she's bad.
No,
be so for real.
No, bro.
Be so for real.
No, she is not. She is She's mid. She's mid in my opinion.
Bro, Zendaya is mid. Zendaya is so mid.
I mean, I'll give you that.
But
I think, and I truly think that my view of her character completely colors, like, the way that I see her in every aspect.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but the way that she operates her relationship with Harry, with Spider-Man, and with Peter is just atrocious. Even in the second one, it's worse than the second one.
Okay, here's what I think. I think she wanted to be with Pete the whole time. I think she wanted to be with Pete the whole time. Because you see that conversation, like, the second time or I don't remember when it was in the movie, but when she was like, when Peter was like, "How's that going?" and he was like, "Never mind, that's not my business." And she was like, "Are you sure it's not your business?"
Okay, that was so weird, bro.
Okay, it might have been weird, but she wanted him, bro. No. She wanted him.
No.
So obvious.
No, but that's the thing. It's like, okay, maybe she did like him, but she was like falling in love with Spider-Man at the same time, cheating on Harry with Spider-Man.
Okay. Harry sucks, bro.
But he doesn't deserve that.
Okay, that's fair. She should have broken up with him. She should have broken up with him and then gone. But this goes to another conversation. Peter Parker is Spider-Man, bro.
Yes, I know he is.
Peter Parker. It's just Peter. It's just Peter Parker. But he's saving this girl because he can now.
But that's the thing. Mary Jane doesn't know that. She is falling in love with Spider-Man.
She might not know that.
For the heroism.
But deep down she does, bro. Deep down she knows that's Pete.
Okay, but that doesn't... That's still, like, creating a dissonance between... with her character of, like having this love triangle of Spider-Man, Harry, and Peter. Like, it's just weird to me. Because it's like, one scene, she's making out with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The next, she's confessing her love for Peter. And it's just like, I'm sorry, what? I feel like the only reason they put the kissing scene in there is for that very last scene. When she's like, and she could tell that Peter,
that he's
because of the
Spider-Man,
kiss.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I will give it to him. Like, that's the most iconic kissing scene in the entire world. But...
Okay, first of all, she's like 18, man.
Okay?
Give her some slack, okay? She matures.
Okay, I understand that. My problem with her is like if this was her character and then we saw her have this character arc in the second one, I'd be so cool with it. But no, she was the same crap
the same
in
thing
the second one.
Yeah.
And I'm just like so tired of it in the second one. I'm like already.
No, okay, but I think that's unfair because Peter rejects her. Like he rejects. Like he's like he does the whole like everybody around me gets hurt. You can't be with me. Like, which I just hate. I think it's so stupid.
But that's part of the responsibility aspect that he's seeing right now.
No, it's literally not.
Yes, it is.
It's literally not. Okay, we were literally talking about this in Invincible about how they depend on him, but he can also depend on her, bro.
Oh, I understand that. But at this point in his life, he's like, I cannot let anybody know my secret identity, because as soon as the one person found out my identity, literally tried to kill my entire family.
Yeah, but he didn't tell her. Also, it's like this
which
person
that's
that you love.
Even more. It's even more an incentive not to tell anyone. I mean, I definitely agree with you, and like if the point in which she does tell Mary Jane his identity, that's when but it's
obvious at the end of one she knows.
Yeah, he doesn't know that she knows.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
And I think that's what we'll get to with the second one, where it's like there's still that weird I can't let her know.
Yeah.
I can't do it like this. And then it becomes like, come on, bro. Like you have to by yourself cannot be all these things without depending on these people.
Yeah.
And so, but, bro, no. I have my problems with her, and we'll see what happens in the second one. Maybe I'll see the character arc a little bit better. I just don't think so. I just think from the first time I watched Spider-Man 2, and I saw the scene where they're going out for dinner, and he's gonna propose to her, and he just breaks up with her, or breaks up with him. I was like, no. She's not the one.
Doesn't she break up with him, and then he gets attacked and he has to save her?
I think so.
That scene? Yeah.
And so it's just like, bro, this lady does not know what she wants. She's like, oh, I love you. Well, but I'm gonna get back with Harry in the next.
So it's a little
flip
love bombing and gaslighting.
Exactly.
But she's bad.
No, she's not that bad, bro. No.
Okay. I think she's in the GOAT conversation. Okay, and I need to watch ASM1 before I make my my decision.
But to me, just from everything that I remember of both of those, like Gwen is like, you my one, bro. You're the one that I'm gonna stick with this entire time, and that's what makes the conflict so much harder with Gwen and Peter.
Yeah.
Because of her dad saying, don't let her know. You need to not be around her. It's the same thing that you have with Peter, not. And so, okay.
It's just stupid.
Okay, I do want to. Do you have anything you want to talk about right now?
I don't think so.
Okay, so the two general themes in this hero origin story are villain and hero, seeing what makes a villain and a hero. Because we have that scene where it's like Norman is becoming the villain and Peter's becoming the hero.
Yeah.
So we see they're both getting their powers at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And then also the other big theme, which ties in, I think, to the whole villain and hero theme, is like choices. What choices are you going to make?
The choices that lead to
you becoming a villain or a hero. And then even the choices you have to make when you're a hero.
Yeah.
So like, because like the greatest monologue in history, when he's talking about a hero and how people love a hero, but what they love more is him to die.
Yeah.
To fail.
As you fall, fail.
Die trying. Yes. Yeah. Like that whole monologue is spectacular because it perfectly conveys Norman's point of view, which is that you get nothing out of being a hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't gain a single thing.
Yeah.
Whereas if that ties in with with great power comes great responsibility. Norman was given this power, and it completely distorted his mind, created a separate personality within him, and he shirks off the responsibility with the power he's given, whereas Peter does the opposite. And it's one thing I thought was really cool was the way that they showed how the powers worked on the actual person, because like the whole scene where he's like sweaty and on the ground, and then he wakes up and he's like jacked and like oh my gosh, like it changed his physical body, but he himself was still Peter. And so him being able to make the choice of I'm gonna do right rather than wrong is what leads him to be a hero. With Ben dying and him seeing like I should have chose to do the right thing rather than to get vengeance on this person.
I think this also leads to a bigger conversation. Like, I think that Norman gaining these powers accentuated certain personality, certain traits of his personality, and Spider-Man or Peter gaining these powers accentuated certain parts of his personality, right? So it's like these parts that like they didn't have. I guess for Peter, like a lot of like his confidence goes up, and like he like a lot of the I think mainly has to do with his confidence and like and his want to be a hero really gets accentuated, and then you have Norman's greed and probably just kind of an evil heart, like comes out in Green Goblin. Yeah,
exactly.
This like the second personality,
like the whole aspect of like the super soldier serum in Captain America. Like he's being very choosy with who he gives it to because he knows with power it accentuates certain things in you, and so you have to be. We have to be careful with who we give power to.
Yeah.
And that's where,
right.
and so that's where it's like, we as people have the power to give authority and power to the people, to these people. And so we need to choose who we're going to give that power to.
Yeah.
And, you can see that with these two characters of like, Peter was given power and his confidence was boosted, but also his pride was at the beginning. And he saw like, I should have made $3,000. You're only giving me 100. What the heck, man?
Yeah.
Like completely gypping him, and he was right to feel angry about that.
Yeah.
But then to just let the thief go away and get away with what he had done with stealing all the money, like that's his pride being like, oh yeah, like what are you gonna do? Not my problem.
And I think that that's so interesting because you think of Peter and that whole thing where he let the robber go because he was mad, and then he finds out that it was who he thought was that killed his uncle, and so he doesn't kill him, but I mean it very much looks like he killed him, and he was going. I mean, I feel like he probably was going to.
Yeah.
But from that, he decided, all right, I'm never gonna kill again, and I'm gonna be a good guy, and I'm gonna try to stop people like this and not let my emotions
dictate.
Control me.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have Norman again, where it's like he gained this other personality. He gained these superpowers, and then he's getting his company taken away from him. Really the same thing. Just a hardship.
Exactly.
And then it was him deciding what he was going to do with that. And he decided to do evil with it.
Exactly.
So it's like, again, it's just his perspective and the choices that you decide to make with your circumstances. And I think that's so interesting.
Exactly. And that's why we gravitate towards heroes. We're kind of in this epidemic, at least we were for a while, of like people wanting to see hero or villain stories.
Yeah.
And wanting to see like the villain was right all along. Or like all these things. But it's like that's not what we like about hero stories.
Yeah.
We like when the hero was right about all this stuff. Yeah. And he's actually a good person. Like we want that. We like that. And so seeing this like evolution of Peter's character to like even in the end making the choice of I do love MJ, but I think the right thing to do is to leave her out of the situation that I'm in because I'm diving headfirst into being a hero.
No.
I mean you can disagree with it, but I think it's him sticking to his guns and being like
like it's fair and it's noble. I just think it's like immature
and I agree. I think as you start to grow as a hero, like because that's what we're seeing with Mark in Invincible. He's maturing as a hero, and he's having to learn how to depend on these certain people with his secret identity. With him trying to juggle his life, and and Peter right now is in that position of like, I don't know where I'm gonna be.
I just think the extremes, like, it's always taken to an extreme. Like with him, I don't understand why Peter has to take it like to the extremes. Like this person Norman finds out who he is, and he hurts his grandma and all that, and he tries to hurt Mary Jane. But then he's like, okay, nobody can know who I am.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just
First of all, that's not realistic.
Yeah, I think it's so like taking it to the extreme, and then I think it's silly. Like,
yeah, I agree. Because I mean, that's what we learn is that keeping your secret identity to yourself and away from all the people that deserve to know is immature. Because then you're putting yourself in a position where you have to lie all the time.
Yeah.
And these people are always going to question your character because it's like your stories aren't adding up, bro.
Yeah.
Why? Like Peter said, he got fired from his job with Dr. Connors which awesome awesome little cameo for the lizard and
Yeah.
all that. That's sick. But because he's late all the time, and his excuse from Harry saying like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you late all the time?" He's like,
Yeah.
"Around." Like, what kind of excuse is
Yeah.
that? You know. But that's the thing. Within the context of this part, I'm still hesitant to say that his decision was completely wrong with Mary Jane, because first of all, from like he is not that close to Mary Jane. Like, they've grown together their whole lives. They know each other, but they're not in this position of like have like him really being able to risk her life with this information.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I guess I sort of like saying it's completely wrong. I think I could agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just stupid. It's just stupid and immature. Get it together, Spider-Man.
But also from his point of view, he's had like this is a relationship.
From my point of view, you're the villain.
From his point of view, he's starting this relationship. To him, it's selfish to start this relationship while trying to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so, you know,
he tells her no and then walks away so cinematically with the craziest monologue ever.
It's so like, and honestly, the coolest part of this movie, like the editing and everything, was the transitions.
Yeah, there's some banger transitions.
Like, what? I don't think I've seen that in a movie. Like,
I was getting crazy Star Wars vibes, but Star Wars transitions are just like default like premiere transitions where it's like drag and drop and it's like the circles or the like fade.
Yeah.
So funny.
But like the one where it's transitioning into the throwing of that was so cool.
That one's really good.
That was so cool.
How where does this spider suit rank for you?
Ooh.
Because for me, like ASM suit is best.
It is.
Number one.
I agree. Which one or two?
I think I have to go two.
Yeah, I think two.
It's just so slick.
Oh, honestly, this might be a hot take. I think it goes Amazing Spider-Man suit 2, Amazing Spider-Man suit 1, and then Spider-Man 1 suit.
The MCU suits
are just
okay. The first one in Civil War was solid.
Yeah,
I hate the No Way Home suit. I don't even remember what the Far From Home suit looks like.
The black and red one. It just looks like the same.
Oh yeah.
I just don't like the texture they tried to give it.
Yeah.
It just felt fake. Like, it didn't feel like it was actually on him.
Yeah.
But we just haven't seen enough of it. But the very last suit at the very end, that was sick.
Yes. I'm so excited for this new Spider-Man movie.
Oh my!
Bringing him back. I think he's gonna bring him back to the basics and
introduce, like, even if we don't get a full like thing with Mr. Negative, introducing him, so that in the future we could get Anti-Venom, we can get like all these sick characters. Bro, give it to me. Give it to me.
I feel like I honestly feel like we're never gonna see an MCU Venom movie because of the rights and everything, and I'm already having a Venom series. Like, I mean, that's true, they set it up and then did nothing with it. So I don't know.
And then they set it up in the MCU. Yeah. And then they gave it to Sony Venom to, like, that made no absolutely so bad.
Was that not Let There Be Carnage? What's the name
Last
of the
Dance.
Last Dance.
So bad.
I hate that movie.
Yeah.
Bro, like, every time I think about that movie, like, you have the last like 5 minutes of the movie is him like walking down New York like reminiscing, and it's stuff that happened 5 minutes before. Like, yeah, like nobody's gonna care.
No.
Like I hate that
Yeah, it's not good.
I really like the first one. I think the second one is okay. It's solid.
Yeah.
This one sucks.
They just did not do a good job with the continuity. Bro. They threw away Noel.
Let's bring in Noel and do nothing with him. That made me so mad. Noel is so cool.
Yes, he is the coolest villain. Like, come on, dude. Let's do something cool.
Who owns Sony, bro? Oh my gosh. Jeff can buy it. Tell Jeff to buy it.
Tell Jeff to buy Sony. I mean, and that's what's like so insane because Sony produced Into and Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's amazing.
Right.
But then they give us Morbius, Craven.
I think it's because like you have execs, you have the suits at the top trying to make money with a lot of these movies, but then you have things like Spider-Verse that they actually give creative control to people that actually care about the characters, and that's why these two movies are so good. And it just baffles me that like they haven't learned. Like it just is crazy. Like I don't know what Sony's trying to do. Set up,
and honestly, to me, it's like it almost seems petty. Because within the agreement that Sony has with the MCU, if they use a villain, then the MCU's not allowed to use that villain. Yeah. So they're just trying to like get rid of pretty much the whole Sinister Six, bro.
They can't use Venom. They can't use Craven. What other ones?
They can't use Morbius because Morbius is and they can't use Rhino because Rhino was in Craven. Like, those are, like, some of the coolest villains.
Like, his core villains.
Yeah.
Like,
it's ridiculous, dude. Like, they haven't taken Green Goblin yet, but I don't think we'll see Green Goblin.
Just because, like, we've seen him we saw him in OG Spider-Man trilogy. We saw him in ASM. I just don't think we're going to see I think you honestly might be right. I think, like, is there, like, confirmed villain for the new Spider-Man movie? Or is it just, like...
Well, okay. Some reports are saying that Hulk's going to be the villain.
That'd be weird.
That'd be weird. Like,
that's never been a Spider-Man.
But also, like, we're going to have Matt Gargan Scorpion in there. We're going to have Mr. Negative introduced. And then Hulk's
How do we know that, though?
I'm pretty sure they confirmed that those three characters are going to be in there.
Okay. I mean, we know that. I mean, Scorpion has been introduced. And So.
And so, you know, because we saw the Homecoming thing with the Scorpion, and then we saw the weird one with, that was the Vulture in Morbius.
Yeah, like
which
what?
They did nothing with.
Yeah,
like that's been the biggest thing is like they're trying to make these cash grabs, but then they're mixing their stuff with the Spider-Man in the MCU, and so we're just getting letdown after letdown because nothing is happening from these things. Like, Sony tried to... Oh, yeah, and Venom. We can't use Venom.
Yeah.
Like,
which is, like...
One of his... Venom is the character that teaches Peter that you don't need all the power in the world to be a good hero.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole point of Venom. He powered him up, and he was like, I'm a better hero because of this. But it's like, no, he started becoming harsh, and he started hurting people, and it was starting to change him and turn him into the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
And now we don't get that. Like, ugh.
Do we think there's going to be, like, an MCU reset after Secret Wars?
I hope
I just don't know how I feel about that, though.
Yeah. Like, on one hand, I think... Right now, we don't really have any storylines that we really care about.
Yeah, like coming up to. Yeah, like there's like.
Fantastic Four. I'm excited
coming up
for
to the Avengers. Like I really only care about the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And like I mean maybe some like OG characters that come back, but
yeah, and. The thing is like they just delayed Doomsday and is it Secret Invasion? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they pushed both of them back.
Yeah, they pushed both of them back, and it's like
3 dates that they just got rid of.
And so it's like I just don't think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think Kevin Feige and Disney is trying to salvage what they have and like figure out what they're gonna do. And I think we've been seeing that.
Kind of what I'm hoping for is that if they do decide to do like a reset, then that reset will come with the X-Men being introduced,
Right.
and we can get a sick Fantastic Four movie, and X-Men are introduced, and
honestly,
all these things that are actually the A-lists.
Yeah.
Heroes within the comics and everything.
I feel like you can do a soft reset without having to just start over.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the move.
Which, I mean, they tried to do, like, just with, like, everything that happened with Jonathan Majors and the Kang Dynasty and everything. Like, all that fell apart completely.
Yeah.
Which makes me so sad because that was a huge part of Loki Season 2. Which is my favorite.
So good.
Oh,
so good.
Those people who don't like Season 2 of Loki, get out my face, bro. It's so good. And I can't wait for us to go through that one together and review that one and break it down. Because, Season 2 is Season 2 in its entirety is some of my favorite superhero stuff ever. Because it's so cool to see, like, we saw this character arc of Loki, and then we're seeing him continue, and seeing his actual statement of being burdened with glorious purpose, being fulfilled in sitting on a throne, which is the last thing he wanted, finally. Yeah. And, like, all of that is perfect. It wraps up Loki's story in a perfect little bow, and it's amazing. But it messes it up a little bit.
I wonder how much more we'll see of Loki.
I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I'm like, don't touch him. Yeah. Don't touch him till you're ready.
Let him sit on the throne.
Yeah.
Let him cook there.
Let him cook there. Because I don't want them, especially because Season 2 got a lot of praise from a lot of people. Yeah. And so it's like, don't take him just for the cash grab. Like, I don't want that. And that's why I'm so confused. What was it, Phase 5 after Endgame? Yeah. Like, I'm so confused what they were doing. Like, why did they just, like, throw these out, see what sticks on the wall. It's so annoying. Because, like we just discussed with Spider-Man, you can have a great story in a superhero movie that tells you themes of what a hero and a villain is, what good and right is right, what good and right is, and all these things. And right now we're just missing that. And I think that was the refresher with Thunderbolts. Yeah, well, we'll see what this. We'll see if Fantastic Four is good. We're back. The MCU is back. Yeah, I agree. But if it's bad, I'm gonna be so sad if it's bad. It's gonna be another multiverse of madness again. On the other hand, though, Superman Legacy. If we can start with a banger, I'm so excited for the DC. I love James Gunn, so. Oh my gosh! And he took the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a D-list character in the comics, and made him some of the most favorite characters. So good. Like, okay. Yeah. Well, the MCU better cook. It's better, bro. So, the next time we'll be going over Spider-Man 2. Yes. And I think the next episode that comes out after this one will be another Invincible review. Yep, it'll probably be mid-season Invincible. Yeah. Alrighty. Leave it out there. Thank you guys for listening to Cut to the Banter. We still don't have an outro, but that's fine. We're working on it. Have a good night.